Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader. It's Tuesday, December 15th, and these are the charts of the day. Starting off with Brigham Exploration, a long-time favorite and probably my number one favorite junior oil company. As you can see, last year formed the Head and Shoulders bottom, a major one. Broke out in July, ran up, moved into an ascending coil that broke out today, jumping $1 on 6 million shares to a new 52-week high, but more importantly, broke out of that rising coil and looks like it's headed for a retest of the 18.5 zone. My first trading target and perhaps even higher, but for starters, that's what it looks like. Canadian Solar, my favorite junior solar, double bottomed, broke out of its base, pulled back and tested, ran up to new highs, and then worked its way into a sideways trading range, consolidating and basing for about 3-4 months. Broke out in November, retested, and made new highs. Consolidated for about 6 days recently. Broke out yesterday, followed through today, reached as high as 26.27. That's a new 52-week high. As you can see, the layers of resistance above indicate possibilities that the next target is around 32, and then we're looking at something in the high 30s, 40 range or beyond. Next is ERII, current portfolio position after breaking out of this large wedge here. Popped on volume, pulled back in a nice 4 or 5 day wedge, mini wedge or pennant, and moved out of that and has been moving up steadily over the last several sessions. Today it reached as high as 720, before closing at 687, up 17 cents, but still indicating that it wants to go higher. My trading target around 740 was nearly reached today, and still looking for something higher, up around the 8 3/4 range, and then around 10 is potentially doable. SourceFire, FIRE, after in a beautiful, by the way, member of our Fab 40 and has been for months, a beautiful rising channel. The top of that channel indicates the possibilities of a move up towards 39.40, but on a short-term basis, today's action popped it up across key resistance. It did back off late in the session, still up 96 cents though on 812,000 shares, the biggest volume in nearly 2 months, and so positive action there. Candy, KNDI, resumed its rising channel yesterday and followed through today, reaching a new high at 605. Volume was strong, but underneath yesterday's high, but the target remains around 680.85, maybe even as high as the 7 1/4 range short term. That's my trading target on it. Nano continues to consolidate bullishly. Had a nice pop up to 12.89 today, but couldn't quite break out and backed off. But it looks like it may be turning the corner. We'll be keeping close tabs on this one for a move that breaks out above this entire pattern. And as you can see from the parallel channel, the top of that channel measures somewhere in the low 20s thereabouts. Let's call a target around 20.5. Net list continues to coil after the huge move in November, acting bullishly, backing and filling above the moving averages. A breakout above this declining top line above, say, 6 1/4, 635 range could result in a very explosive move on that list. We'd look for a move back towards the 7 3/4, 8 zone for initial target, and then if that's broken, something around 8.5 to 9 or better. RMBS had a big day today, popped out of a beautiful 7-day coil, ran up as high as 23.28 before backing off late in the session, but still a strong volume advance and breakout. Should lead this to my next trading target up around the 27 range. As you can see, it's broken out of a beautiful 6-month basing type formation, and then after the breakout formed in a beautiful mini coil or pennant. Broke out of the pennant today. Looks higher. A couple more here. Seed, still at the apex and narrowing of a beautiful coil. It was up a penny today after being up as much as 60 cents early in the session. The volume was low, but the underlying technicals look great and augur well for a potential breakout of this coil and explosion up towards the 14 range, my initial trading target. Beyond that, I can envision something in the mid to high teens. SNSS has had a very, very strong surge, giving us a little bit of a pullback here the last couple of days. Today's volume was the lowest in 4 sessions. There is support underneath here, but we entered this late in the day today, anticipating a resumption of the uptrend and taking this into the 3.5, 4 zone. VISN broke out of a beautiful 8-day, beautiful flag pattern. Low volume ebb the other day. Some volume came in late yesterday on a reversal, followed through today and broke out. There is some minor resistance up around the 12 level, but looking for a move that takes us to 14 plus. And lastly, XRTX, XRTX broke out of a 2-month basing type formation, which came after a huge run up that saw the stock go from about $1.50 up towards the 13 range. The resumption of this up channel indicates the possibility that the stock could move into the high teens, maybe 20 or better. That's it for today. There's some ideas for you for the rest of the week for trading on the long side. We'll see how it goes. Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader. It's Tuesday, December 15th, and these are the charts of the day.